Good morning everybody and welcome to Scuderia Ferrari Racing News number 7. Our program today features a news section dedicated to the preparation of the first Grand Prix of the season and the second one, more dedicated to the insights of the life of the team.
Well, as usual, when you start a new challenge, new season, there is always the feeling that it's about enthusiasm, about the fact that we going back to the races, and this is great. This is what we are here for, and the atmosphere in the team is good. I mean, everyone is looking forward to arrive in Melbourne and see where we are, because at the end of the day we have done a lot of testing, but just there we will see really what is the starting point of our team. I would say that the goals are so clear that there's no need to say them again. It's a new element, very important element of the changes from the technical side that we have this year. So fundamental would be to understand and analyze the tires in order to maximize the use of it. For what we have seen in the winter testing, it's a tire that is different from the one we were used. So we need to really have a fresh approach because as far as we have seen up to now, the number of pit stops will be bigger in terms of numbers. So this year, on top of the drivers, on top of the fact that the car has to be very fast, the team itself will be much more important on the global result of the race. I think that if we compare with 2010, I'm expecting above all at the beginning that yes, that we can have a situation where in the race the car that has not set the pole position can win, because it will be vital and fundamental to really have the right strategy during the race. I'm normally very cautious, so I need to see, and consider the team work in comparison of our program, and I have also to consider in comparison of the other teams. And because we don't know exactly what the others were doing during the test, I'm, as I said, very cautious, so I will rate our work at 7. Very, very motivated for different reasons. I think that Fernando has done a fantastic winter in terms of preparation, testing, and is looking forward to arrive there in Melbourne, because of course after an incredible second half of the 2010 season, he wants to cancel the last race in Abu Dhabi. Felipe, for different reasons, as I said, but he's very strong mentally, and he's looking forward to do a season that for him will be very important. To stay with us, as they are doing, the support that we are receiving from them is unique. The responsibility that we have from this is unique, remarkable, and stay with us because it will be a very long season. We will live, I hope, very good moments and some difficult moments. But Ferrari is Ferrari, and this is really the unique and most important thing. But I would like to take the occasion to really send a big hug to all the Japanese people, because it's not a matter of Formula 1 or whatever it is. When you see something like that, you remember what are the priorities in our lives. So we are very close to all the Japanese people. It is great. I mean, when you go in Melbourne, you live Formula 1 in a different way, because in that weekend, all town is basically concentrated and lives around the F1 event. For us, as Ferrari, it's fantastic because we have a great community of Italians there, and we have a lot of Ferraristi, a lot of our tifosi that are always cheering for us. So looking forward to arriving in Melbourne.
And now an insight about the rules. What changes for the teams in 2011 and which are the consequences on the strategies? We asked it to Massimo Rivola, Scuderia Ferrari Marlboro Sporting Director.
From the technical point of view, the big news are the removal of the famous double diffuser. That was the big step on the Aero side of 2010. There is the curse back after 2009, that was a nice experience. And the main one for sure is the movable rear wing. And the way that the rear wing will be managed At the moment, the FIA wants to be conservative because they don't want to have easy overtaking on the straight, and also because the speed differential could be important. So even from the safety point of view, this is an aspect to be considered. In fact, we will see the use of it in Australia, and then at every race, the FIA said that we will review race per race the way it will be used. In particular, the way the system will work is that once a car is behind another one and the gap is 1 second or less, the removable rear wing will be used for the 600 meter of the following straight. So let's say that the target and the goal of the FIA is to have to give an advantage to the car behind, but to try to overtake, not to do an easy overtake. So it's going to be interesting for sure, and the safety aspect cannot be underestimated because the speed differential could be around 15 kph. The usage of the rear wing will be different during the race weekend, so we will have a free usage during free practice and qualifying, and as I said and I explained, just that one will be the usage for the race. So we expect to have a big difference in lap time on Saturday qualifying compared to the race pace. Another important news is obviously from the technical and both sporting side is the tire manufacturer. So welcome to Pirelli. The rule itself is still the same, but after the last World Motorsport Council it was agreed that one additional set, in particular of dry tire and in particular of prime tires, will be used in case Pirelli is keen to do it, and it will be anyway said 1 week before the weekend, for the use of FP1 and FP2 per driver. So each driver will have this chance to have one more set. The reason for that is that as actually was also one of the targets of FIA, the usage of the tire is because the degradation is less than last year. So the risk would be that on Friday you have less cars running because the tire they degrade too quickly. And it means that in the race we will have more pit stop for sure. In fact, most of the changes on the sport regulation are done on the safety side, and in particular the big one is the one for the safety car, where we have the safety car mode or delta time to follow for the driver to be followed for 2 laps and not 1, and this would freeze properly the race. It means that we will have a safer track because the cars must respect the delta time for 2 laps rather than 1. And it should be that the pit lane is safer because cars shouldn't stop immediately in case there is 2 cars from the same team pitting together. So the pit lane should be a bit less crowded when a safety car is deployed. Interesting for the driver is also that the pit exit will be always green in this occasion. So one more chance of crash less to create incident in the pit lane. But at the same time, because there could be some team getting strategy advantages on that, it was decided that every team, every car that is pitting during the safety car period must change the tires. So this is to avoid that the car passing through the pit lane can gain a lap compared to the car following the safety car. Other changes were done on the sporting side regarding the pit lane, so having a slower and narrower fast lane, in particular to save the mechanic's job. So basically the car on the pit lane will be a bit more far away to the crew. Obviously it depends from the layout in general of the pit lane. Another important rule is the qualifying. In Q1 we have the 107% back as it was in the past. Even if this is not going to be a huge change, I don't think it's going to be a loss of car. If we consider the speed differential in lap time we had last year and we apply the rule, we wouldn't have lost so many cars during the season. But at the end it's done for the safety because the speed differential could be important. Another important change, again for the safety of the teams, is at the start, actually the formation lap. Cars must respect the speed limit till the safety car, till the pole position line. It means that the last car on the grid cannot do a proper start till 200 and 250 kph, but maximum respect on the 100k. And this is because at the formation lap you have mechanics that are 1.5 to 2 meters far from the racetrack. So again, it's done for the safety of the team in general.
With the help of Ferrari test driver Marc Genet, let's go to Melbourne circuit, waiting to see the 150 Italia in action.
Australian Grand Prix is a very nice race on the atmosphere for the drivers. A very specific asphalt layout because it's a non-permanent track. Usually it's very dirty to start with on Friday, a lot of leaves, a lot of dust, and grip keeps improving day by day. So the car that you'll find on a Friday, it's never the same that you'll find on a Sunday. And then especially on the Sunday, and another thing that makes the race particular for the drivers is that it starts at 5 p.m. and that means that the sun is already quite low and probably will be on the ice, so you have to choose very specific visor to have not a lot of sunshine in your eyes, but then you need clear enough because at the end of the race the light will go down a lot because the race finishes quite late, so this makes the race more difficult for the drivers.
And with this, we came to the end of the program. Goodbye and see you next time.